Good morning, everybody. This is your Magic Monday morning meditation on April 29th, 2024. And today I thought with the change that we may all experience and the transitions and being kicked out of our comfort zone every so often, I figured this would be a great topic for us to get grounded around that, work the energy around that a little bit, and see if we can find our equilibrium in all of that again. So I would invite you to go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't done so already. And for a moment, start to focus on your breath. And I just want to also note at that point, if breath is hard for you to focus on, sometimes it can be just keeping your eyes not all the way closed, but open for a little bit and focus on something visual that helps you calm down and center and come into present time. It can be visual. For instance, if you have, as we're here in the Northeast, moving more and more into spring and summer, this can be windows open and the birds outside. So if breath is sometimes hard, feel free to use other ways of coming into your body, calming down your nervous system. If you're using your breath, then you can breathe in for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a moment, or pause rather than hold your breath at the top of your breath before you start to breathe out on a count of 6 or even 8. If counting is not your thing right now, then just don't get hung up on it and just notice where your breath goes into your lungs, how your lungs start to expand, how oxygen nourishes your lungs and also your entire body. And when you breathe out, notice that it can take all the old stuff out with it. This can be just your used up oxygen. It can be old energies. It could be emotions, thoughts, pain, stiffness. Stiffness in thought and stiffness in body. And as you notice your breath and focus on that, notice how your nervous system yet again starts to calm down. Your body may recognize, oh, we're doing this again, we're meditating, we're coming into present time. There might even be some excitement around that, knowing that there is a safe, peaceful, calm, quiet space that you're trying to consistently create for yourself. And as you're noticing all of that, you can start to create a grounding for your body to make this even more viable and even more powerful. You can create that grounding and attach it to the very end of your spine. And from there, it can go all the way down into the middle of the earth. And you can be as creative as you like. You can stick to what's easy for you to imagine, or you can just fly with it. And you can, as we're speaking of flying, you can use dragonflies, you can use birds, you can use unicorns, you can use a tree trunk, rainbow, or waterfall, a beam of light. And with that grounding, set the intention that it has the magical capabilities to just pair up with gravity and let everything come out of your space that is weighing you down, that may create blockages or limiting beliefs, or a place where you really sometimes can't even look out. That's how dense and tense it can feel. And as we're talking about change today, and sometimes when we tap into that, the resistance that it creates to change because it's unfamiliar, you may become aware of all the places within your body that hold all the resistance to change. You may be very well adapted to change, but still there might be some energy sitting around that where resistance gathers and energy becomes more dense and not in flow. And then it creates pain or stuckness, both in our bodies as well as in our emotional awareness. So just take a moment to feel into that a little bit in your body and see where there are places where things aren't moving quite as easy, quite as natural. It's almost like a river or a downhill stream where there are rocks in the water, and water just needs to find other ways to go around it. And over time, water shapes the rocks, creates different ways. If there are too many rocks, water really becomes stuck, not being able to flow so quickly through it. And then it's looking for other ways to get through, or it's overflowing. So when there is stuck energies within our own energetic system that is in relation to fear or pain around transitions and change, and we don't tend to it, water or energy may just overflow and it may come out in other ways. And so becoming aware of where things become tight, when we're thinking about change, when we're feeling into change, maybe there are some big transitions that we're working on at the moment, or maybe there's just some smaller items that we would like to change. Becoming aware of your body and where it sits and starting to ground out, and then coming into your mind's eye and connecting with your higher self. Potentially asking your higher self, where is the resistance sitting? What am I resistant to? And just allowing the answers to come to you via pictures, images, feelings in your body. Will allow you to breathe into it and notice how just even that slight checking in with your higher self and that becoming aware of it really allows you to already start to move the energy. We're such highly energetic beings, and the moment we acknowledge our own power within that, it's like the heavens align and things start to shift, things start to move. So as you're grounding and allowing energy to move through your body, just go ahead and imagine one situation that is really challenging for you right now, where you're facing change or a huge transition. And allow your spirit to pull out all the details. But remember to just sit back like an observer in a movie theater. Take in all the details. And go ahead and from there, from that movie theater chair, from that becoming your own observer, ask your higher self, connect this golden line from the top of your head all the way up 1 or 2 feet above your head, where your higher self is, and just check in with your higher self in a very playful manner. See if your higher self has a thought, a picture, anything to show to you that could be helpful to allow you to deal with that uncomfortableness of being in a state of transition, being in a state of change, allowing yourself to tap into more grace around that, more compassion for yourself. And if this is your very first time and your higher self seems like it doesn't want to talk to you, just know that it is there and it may not show you right away. It may show you tonight or in your dreams or in situations throughout your day where you least expect it. Where there is not such a tight grip from your inner critic or your mind trying to figure this out. So with that being said, you can, if you have noticed anything, even if it's just more peace within your body, bring that into your heart. Connect your heart with your higher self so there can be a consistent and constant flow of information and exchange. And notice when that connection is happening and it's forming, how your body might relax right away. There might be a sense of peace, tranquility, knowingness that you're taken care of, knowing that you're not alone in that. And allow your heart space for a moment to really take that feeling of connection within yourself, with yourself, completely in, and let this flow through your body. Creating space for the magic to happen while it pushes out the fear, the anxiety, the stress. And rather you settle in with peace and calm. And a lot of love for yourself. And with that, you can slowly but surely start to come back out of meditation. You can start to move your shoulders or your head from side to side. You can stretch. You can wiggle your toes. And feel free to journal throughout the week. Write down all the things that have come up that get in your way of connecting to your higher self, that get in the way of you being in flow with a transition. or change or resisting change and making it really harder on yourself. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday again.